Hi, what's up, guys? Just got my new headlights, and I'm redoing all the wiring, making it much cleaner than what it was before. Before, the wiring was really bad, ugly. So real quick, those are the new headlights. They're new. They're the same exact headlights, except these are smoked and these weren't. That's the only difference. Other than that, they are identical. What I want to show you is on the back of the new ones and on the old ones, they came the same. They have this wire, which I can show you how it is on the other one. It's this one right here, this wire right here. This wire will not plug in to your B5 stock light plug. But if you have a set of stock lights, this harness right here, is the inside of the stock headlight. It's all the plugs. You just unplug everything, just unplug it all. And then what you want to do is you want to get the little speaker adapters, these things. Just snip the other wires on this one, right? Just snip them, and it will come out looking like this. It's not hard at all to do. It's a very simple plug and play system. It's very, very easy. All the halos work fine. Everything works great. Yeah, so whatever you do, you can't use this. Whatever you do, you cannot use this one that comes with it. It doesn't work. It's a totally different setup in the inside. I can show you the two insides. Two totally different setups. They don't even plug in the same. They're way different. So all you got to do is snip these off, snip this off, which the two blue ones actually run, I don't know why, but it runs a double positive off of the low beam. And I used it the same way. I used it as a double positive off the low beam. And I ran it to the strip light right here in the front. I used it for the positive. The other half, I used it as the positive for this. Let me see. Let me take this off real quick. You see, right here. Let me see. Come on. This freaking loom off. Okay, right here. You see, it runs a double positive. You don't really need the double positive. All right, you run it as a single. So right here, you snip it off. You snip it off here. You snip it off here at the top, and then you snip it off again here at the bottom. Okay, when you snip it off here at the bottom, that's going to be the one that you're actually using, which is right there, which is right here. Okay, that's it. So you run the positive from the strip light that goes up here, which is the bulb that goes into the back right there. There's this white wire. It's this white wire right here. They run it, and then you attach it to the blue wire. You put it inside one of these, and then you plug it into the yellow on here. The yellow one. And positive, negative. And the negative on these runs double. Right? It goes the negative from the low beam and the high beam, they connect into one, which you run them all into one. Let's see, I want to give you a clear picture of it. There you go. So, the negative from here and the negative from here runs into one wire. It comes like that on the headlight. And then all you do, you just attach it to one of these and you plug it right into the harness from the stock light. It's very, very easy. And the same thing goes with the halo wires. The halos and let me see, I'll show you. These two lights and the halos are these wires here and these wires up here. The negatives, you run to the negative off of the high beam. You run it off the negative for the high beam. Okay? And then and also the negative for the strip light, you run to the high beam one. To the high beam. So the negative, all three negatives for the halos and for the two lights on the top, and for the strip light, all of those, you hook them up into one ground. That's it. You hook it all up into one ground, and it hooks up to the brown one, which actually comes doubled, like this. But you don't need to use the double. You don't need to use that double. You can snip that off and just make it a straight wire. It's totally fine. You don't need that one. Otherwise, you'll have an extra ground wire exposed somewhere, and you don't want that touching on anything. Otherwise, you can short out your whole damn system. But yes, this is how these are spec-d tuning. These are for 96 to 99 Audi A4. It's the B5 body style. And this is all you need to do. It's very simple plug and play. As long as you have the stock harness from the inside of the stock headlight. As long as you have this, you'll have no problems. Don't break any of the wires from inside here. Otherwise, it's going to be a nightmare for you. And it's going to be very bad. And I'm using the LED for my low beams, because the regular H1 bulbs, they give off a lot of heat and they're not as bright. So the LED ones, you can get these on Amazon. They're like 12 bucks and they're really, really bright. So I hope this helps. I hope everybody, can do this. And if you have any questions or comments, please post them below. And enjoy. Drive safe, drive fast. Talk to you later.